In this video, we want to integrate this integral 1 minus tangent squared x over secant squared of x. So the first thing you want to do is study the integral and see what comes to mind. We get some trig functions here. We know that tangent can be represented by cosine over or sine over cosine. We know that secant is the same thing as 1 over cosine. So let's see if we can rewrite this integral into something that is easier to integrate. So I'm just going to think of this as 1 over cosine squared of x. And so I can cancel this out if I multiply the denominator by cosine squared. And that's legal as long as I multiply the numerator by the same thing. So multiplying up here by cosine squared. So this and this cancel out. And I've got the integral of, so multiplying this out here in the numerator, cosine squared of x times 1 will give me cosine squared of x. And then of course tangent squared of x is the same thing as sine squared of x over cosine squared of x. So the cosine will cancel. So now with the minus here, and then this will be sine squared of x dx. And of course in the denominator we just have a 1, which will just give us the numerator. And here's where the trigonometry or the trig identities come into play. We have an identity for cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x. And then identity is cosine of 2x. And that's the integral then. Now we just integrate. The integral of cosine of 2x, well, it's going to be sine. Or the integral of cosine is sine, whatever the argument is, 2x in this case. And then using the chain rule in reverse, so we put this over 2, plus the constant of integration. And that's your answer. Now we could have used some other identities here and gotten something different for this. But there's 3 other representations, 2 other representations for cosine of 2x. In this case, the one we'll use is this one. We know there's an identity for cosine of 2x is cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x. This is your answer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.